The old-timers used to talk about where they were when Pearl Harbor was bombed. They could be in their 90s and may still remember what they were doing that day. Baby boomers always remembered when Kennedy was assassinated. Years later, Grandma Bear would sure remember exactly what she was doing. Pittsburgh fans, decades from now, who always knew where they were, what they were doing. They found out that Ville Koivunen had been signed 8 years for $4 million a year. You're saying, well, Polly, you can compare this event to those historic events. Maybe not, but the shock was the same. The disbelief was the same. This deal is simply not going to work. I know a lot of people want to give it a chance and say, well, Dugas is a genius. Let me tell you something. When he came over from Toronto, I remember a fan in one of the bullets there saying, you think Dubas is a genius? So you find out he's not. No. This year when we played in the playoffs, it was a great year. Everything he did worked. But I said to myself, is he a genius? Or is this just luck? Well, I don't know. It could be just luck. I'll be straightforward. Most of them won't. I will. I'm just an anime character, so I can. Covenant is not going to work out. They put in, 2 years before they can buy him out and have his cap hit frequently reduced. Because he's 23 years old. That's an age in which to go top 6 forward, you've shown that you could do it. Defensemen may take a lot longer, but forwards don't. And he hadn't shown enough yet. I mean, I've seen this year, but a few games he played, and the few shifts he played didn't impress me any. Now you look at his highlights on the AHL, you say, oh, well, that's kind of shifty and nifty. Yeah, anyone's highlights could be like that. I wonder if he made this deal, Dubas, because this is the last piece, I think, of the Jay Gensel trade. A trade that will live in infamy. I mean, you do not trade 40 goal scorers and then get nothing for it. Remember, quite a long time ago, someone said in a hockey trade, whoever got the best player won the deal. Well, Carolina clearly won that deal. And this is the last piece we got, and it's not much of a piece. Covenant is small. He's light. It gets bounced around an awful lot. The NHL's a tough league. It's a man's league. This isn't a big European skating rink where you have plenty of space to dodge guys coming at you. Or the AHL has one major difference in the NFL, if you ever look at it enough. They seem to be a half a step slower, because they are. This is a fast league, which, if you get hit an awful lot, unless you know how to dodge it or big enough to take the hit. Kelvin is going to be dodging hits all over the place. Does anyone think he's going to be the top 6 coming out of camp? Does anyone think he's going to be the top 9? I don't know, man. I'm not trying to down on him or anything, but this is just a done deal. Dubas could have signed this guy for a 2-year deal, and since he's 23, 24, 25, well, we'll sound out if he's scoring this league or not. Instead, he ties him to 8 years. He ties the club to 8 years. They're going to be paying off this guy's salary years later. I mean, the GM 5, 6, 7 years from now will say, who the hell signed this guy? Look, we're still paying out for this character. Because they're going to buy him out. If you don't buy him out, then they're on the cuff for $4 million. You buy him out in 2 years, it's like 700? That's an awful lot as it is, too. For 8 years of this. And some say, I know, fully he may start, no, he will not start. You need to stop being stupid. This was a bad signing. They made up the squad this year, everyone in their minds. Was Covenant anywhere in there? It wasn't for me. I got some young guys down there who also, do what he did. Get a point a game in the AHL. So what made him different? Like I said, I believe it's because he's the end piece of the Jay Gensel deal. I mean, I could understand why Dubas, wants something out of that deal, but he just made things worse, if you ask me. Coben is not going to make it. He's going to be on the hook for this guy. He's got 2 years. It'll be 25 going on 26. And then they'll have to make the decision to buy him out. He can walk. But that's a bad deal. This signing makes me think about the off year that Dubas has had. I know what many of us were thinking with all these forwards he signed. He let go two of all that defensemen who are very adequate players there. And we're saying, well, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Well, this takes into account, but maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, he's got a big deal there. What big deal? Where? Come to count, but I don't see it. Right now, we're proud of that forward. We're above average there. We have a below average defense, and we have a question mark at the goaltender. I mean, we got in the playoffs last year. It don't look good this year. A lot of things can happen. That's granted. But the Koivunen thing is not going to be one of the things that's in the positive. I think with then you can find enough forwards in there. Well, no. Now, this goes that up, too. What if you asked to put Koivunen somewhere? As a Pants fan, I hope somehow this works out. But I don't see what type of alchemy this is going to work. And I'm really worried. I was so optimistic after the end of the last season, which was a great year. Now I'm not so optimistic. Well, this is it for now. I'm just a little laboratory saying something. I'll try to come back next week, and I'll maybe talk about the draft. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Also, write where you were when you found out Ville Koivunen had been signed. And did you believe it at first? Because I didn't. Okay. That's why I see you again. It's Polly saying goodbye.